What if I told you a man lost his job for falling in love? This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover how a global NGO fired a loyal employee for a relationship that broke no rules, and why a judge just ordered them to pay nearly £1 million. Meet Dominic Mutuku Mulavu, a driver for over a decade, a man who dedicated his career to World Vision Kenya. In May 2024, his world shattered. He was dismissed, fired. The reason? An alleged violation of the organization's safeguarding policy. They claimed he started a romantic relationship with a beneficiary, but here's the twist. The woman was never a beneficiary at all. This is a story about love, a wrongful dismissal, and a landmark court ruling that protects your private life. For Dominic, it all began in 2022. He met Mercy Kailu, an independent businesswoman from Kitui County. Their relationship was consensual. It was serious. They planned to marry after 3 years together. But then World Vision Kenya found out. They launched an investigation. They held disciplinary hearings, and they fired him. They claimed Mercy was a beneficiary, someone who received aid or services from the NGO. That would be a clear breach of their strict safeguarding rules designed to protect the vulnerable. But here's the part that will blow your mind. During the entire court case, World Vision Kenya could not produce a single shred of evidence. Not one document, not one record. Nothing to prove that Mercy Kailu had ever received a single service or benefit from their programs. She was a businesswoman, entirely independent. The court listened. Justice Stella Laruto delivered the judgment. She acknowledged World Vision followed procedure, but she ruled they completely misapplied their own policy. The safeguarding framework exists to prevent exploitation of children and vulnerable adults. It is not a tool to control lawful, personal relationships between consenting adults in the community. Using the reasonable response test, the court asked, would any reasonable employer have fired Dominic given these facts? The answer was a resounding no. Consequently, the victory was his. The court ordered World Vision Kenya to pay Dominic Mutuku Mulavu a total of $790,398 in compensation. That's 1 month's salary in lieu of notice, and 8 months gross pay for the unfair, premature end of his long career. But there was a second battle he lost. Dominic also claimed his privacy was violated when his personal life was discussed in the disciplinary meetings. The court dismissed this. The judge ruled that discussing an employee's personal life within a closed, internal investigation is standard. For a privacy claim to succeed, the employer would have needed to leak those intimate details to the public or unauthorized third parties. So, he won on unfair dismissal, but lost on privacy. This ruling sends shockwaves. It draws a clear line in the sand. An employer's power stops at the bedroom door of its employees, so long as no exploitation occurs. Some say this is a win for workers' rights and common sense. Others might argue organizations must be hyper-vigilant to protect their reputation and the vulnerable. But the question remains, where should the line be drawn between an organization's duty of care and an individual's right to a private life? Do you think the court made the right call? Should an NGO have the right to fire an employee for a relationship, even if the person isn't a beneficiary? Drop your take in the comments. This was Kenya News Update today. Subscribe for more breaking news that impacts your rights and your life.